Trainer Todd Pletcher has already won the Kentucky Derby twice. This year with Fierceness, he's trying to finally get one of his longtime owners to the winner's circle with him. Todd Pletcher is back on the rail at Churchill Downs, keeping a close eye on one of the favorites for Derby 150, Fierceness, a position he was in just a year ago.
It has crossed my mind, yes it has. Now we're blessed to have a very talented horse.
They also had a very talented horse last year in Forte, who was the favorite, only to be scratched Derby morning by the vet for a bruise on his right front hoof.
You know, as disappointing as it gets, and you know, this is the race that everyone wants to be in. Everyone wants to take a shot at winning. You know, we felt like, you know, that we had the best 3-year-old colt.
I'm past it. You know, just remember the horse that won the Derby last year. Forte beat in the Fountain of Youth and Forte beat in the Florida Derby. So, you know, like, you knew how good he was.
Mike Repole owned Forte, and he is the owner of Fierceness. So far, Repole is 0 for 9 trying to win the Kentucky Derby. That is counting the scratches by Forte last year and the Derby favorite, Uncle Mo, in 2011.
No one should feel bad for Michael Repole. I got a pretty awesome life. I got an awesome family. I got my parents, I got my daughter, my wife, my friends from childhood. I'm 0 for 7 with starters, 0 for 2 with favorites, so 0 for 9. This will be number 10. I mean, who would have thought that, you know, growing up in Queens, going to Aqueduct, I'd be on my 10th Derby entry, you know, like, so it's all great, you know.
When it comes to his latest contender, everybody knew Fierceness had talent. And then he put on a jaw-dropping performance in the Florida Derby.
Fierceness, the real Fierceness, has showed up to South Florida, and he's crushing them in the Florida Derby. Fierceness geared down and on his way to Louisville.
You know, we thought he'd run well, but, you know, it's hard to project that you're going to win a Grade 1 Florida Derby by over 13 lengths. You just don't see that very often.
The scary thing? They don't believe he's reached his full potential.
It could be 95%, it could be 90%, it could be 85%. You don't know. You know, like, that's the great part. You know there's more in the tank, so.
Now it all comes down to getting the colt to the starting gate on the first Saturday in May.
I think I'm more anxious than Mike is on this one.
I love discomfort. Pressure is a privilege, man. I thrive on that, man.
Then this week, this crew will feel right at home.
And remember, the A students work for the C students. Remember, I told you that, okay? All right, honey, I gotta go, all right? I love you. Go to school.
Stay with us. More local news after the break.